The links sit empty in eastern Washington during the stay-at-home order. The clubs sit in the garage, unused, calling to us golfers like sirens calling to a sailor at sea. Come on, Cory, just one round.
I can't golf clubs. You know Governor Inslee said golfing's a non-essential activity.
But just 20 miles or so across the state line in Idaho, courses are full of golfers all out hacking away while still managing to remain socially distant. But did everyone in Idaho suddenly take up golf? Or perhaps, just perhaps, are these Washingtonians defying orders from both Governor Inslee and Governor Little to stay home? An email from this Idaho resident who couldn't get a tee time, Ben Johnson, says yes.
I said to my wife, I said, this doesn't sound right. Governor Inslee not allowing the Washington people to golf. I thought, I wonder if they're coming over here.
We decided to do what Ben said a lot of Washingtonians were doing, cross state lines for ourselves. But it's okay, it was work related, but it still felt outlawish. Or at least we made it seem that way.
I saw your story the other day about fishing. I asked the head pro, I said, is this why I can't get on? And he says, we're getting a lot of people in from Washington.
And Ben wasn't wrong. Driving through the parking lot of this Idaho golf course, we saw a lot full of Washington license plates. At least 3 apples for every potato. Ben says he can't get a tee time at his local course because of the surge, but his beef isn't with the courses or Washington golfers. It's with Governor Inslee, who says Washingtonians can't golf right now. But the Cooney County Sheriff's Office says although this is a misdemeanor crime punishable by up to a $1,000 fine or a year in jail, their focus this weekend and for the duration of the quarantine will be on education, not citation. If they see a Washington resident conducting non-essential business in Idaho, they'll kindly educate the resident on the stay-at-home order. Where the interaction goes from there is up to the Washingtonian. Courses have been asked not to take Washington resident reservations. I heard of black market tee time, so to speak, from Washington golfers who found a workaround by having their Idaho friends make the tee time. But again, the sheriff's office says their focus is on education, not citation. In the end, Ben knows all of this is temporary and there are bigger fish to fry. Wait, we can't fish. I mean, Ben knows during these times this is about par for the course. Can't golf. I'll just let him say it.
I'm not hungry. I don't have financial problems. I'm not dealing with sick relatives. So in the scope of things, this really isn't much.
Now, all levity aside, it is important to remember why these restrictions are in place, and that's to limit the amount of non-essential travel between the two states. I did have a chance to speak with some Washington golfers today who didn't want to go on camera, not for fear of any legal repercussions, but rather they said their wives thought that they were working. They echoed what the Let Us Fish group echoed earlier this week, saying, this activity in and of itself is socially distancing. So their message to Governor Inslee, let us golf. Reporting above an empty Hangman Valley golf course tonight, Cory Howard, KHQ Local News.